Oh, it is up in there. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. Why wasn't she there before? New Dead Cells DLC comes out literally the day the winter sale ends. Yeah. Some games don't want to put stuff out during a sale, which makes sense. Especially if you don't want to put it off at sale price. What was it? There was, when Epic botched their first big sale, they had a bunch of games got pulled the game from the store because they didn't want it being on that sale at the sale price. There she is. The science of deduction. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target. It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. Oh, she has she? The Treaty Blade is part of an Ishgardian noble collection. Or was, I should say. Well, thank you very much, dude. Have fun with the dog. No, it hasn't yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not to investigate her. And should the duelist strike whilst I am present, well, I hope I needn't explain what golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I'm also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort Tusi in Camp Drybone sells. You can come along if you'd like. Okay. Okay. So we talked, and now we travel. And then we will talk again. I'll talk, travel, move. Speak with Tutusi. Well, Panz, have you found many pretty posies? There you go. Gorgeous, well done. I know that's not why I'm writing Gobu Carcass, but it makes for the loveliest damn flowers ever laid eyes on. Comes to offerings, I say the rarer flower, the happier dead. I'll think lavender is nothing if not rare. Saving these turn a pretty profit when the next burial is held at the Lich Yard. It's a level 17 quest that we probably should have handed in somewhere else. With a different job class, but I don't care. Okay, let's actually speak to her for... Oh, cutscene. No, just dialogue scene. Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? Disconcerted damsel. It was you. Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or the victim make for convincing merchants. Camera, please. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sakes, or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So I'm going to ask, was it because he took from you your share, or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You too, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for your help, Inspector. At least he's competent. When did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady Dorilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Travel. Actually, I've got a thing we can travel closer. Travel, move, travel, walk, talk. That'll be what it is. Walk, talk. Again, as I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you're too late. Even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Here, have a flower. Do you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak magic words, and you would earn my respect? What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. Value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time. Everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Jorda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools, I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Yes, I read the mithril eye. I know full well of whom you speak. It is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. Even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Now, but you may see for yourself, like every piece in my collection has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Hildebrand or the Baron? Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Good sir, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well? Or perchance, in pursuit of me? As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable, incompetent... To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. Oh, okay, so Hildebrand just showed up, but she was expecting this guy. What if he is the duelist thief? The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briarden. Briardia? Consulting inspector at your service, my lady. Call him Brian. Conniving inspector. Consulting inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildebrand, Mandeville, and Nashu Makakaraka, I presume. Hey Valkyrie, how you doing? Two rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know naught. Call me when you're finished with these wastrels. You see, I do not want or need your help. Brian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where is my vase? There was this strange flying animal thing and the vase. I dropped it in the water. I was so... That vase once belonged to the Royal House of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it's worth? You'll go back outside now, right now, and search for my vase. You are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It's not safe. But she herself spoke of ferocious wild beast. I mean, Hildebrand's an idiot, but he's a good guy. I'm great, thank you, Valkyrie. How are you doing? With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? I picked up the vase in Uldar like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone. But so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nofika's wells. I want to go look, but there were scary-looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. You're no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase. All 5 of us. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Brian. If the jeweler strikes, I mean to be there. But, Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. I like Ellie. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen, if it gets dangerous or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help, you understand? Okay, we travel. We'll fast travel and then we'll fly travel. That girl what run by... we talk, yeah? That girl what run by earlier, I seen her. Had something in her hands. But dropped her while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon don't matter any road. Whatever it was is long gone by now. And then we travel. And we talk. Vase. Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does it have anything to do with that winged beast I saw earlier? No, never mind then. Flamboyant oath. A pox that thieving demon bird. He shall rue the day cross paths with me. A vase, know naught of what you... curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger. There's something in the water at the man's feet. Yeah. Do I spy a treasured vase of Lady Jorda over? Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase, following it to these waters. In my haste, I must have stepped upon your vase. Don't fret, Maria, I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildebrand will think of something. I would already have, my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as a rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. First we must gather as many fragments of the vase we can find. Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid, let's have a look. Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. Let's perform miracles with far less, after all. Hang on, guy. There is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase, a man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his work, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. Speak of him as one of great warrior. Once your notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Uldar, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by a humble lapidary of whom I speak. It was the last shop the thieves struck. The following morning they were found beaten, bound and gagged in the gold court. Brassblades never learned of who was responsible. The only information they had was a testimony of a thief who kept muttering words. The hammer. The hammer. He sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does. I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. Where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Well, not really. It's been many moons since I last saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it'd be my pleasure to help. The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If it's that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I've deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Thanlon. This is where we shall... There it is, we shall begin our search. Alright. Travel to Blue Fog. The Dublin's wounds indicate that he was felled with a hammer. Trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around. This goldsmith is not to be trifled with. No, I don't want to... I'm trying to click on you. No, I'm not... Basilisk wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. Trail bloody grizzly to the north. Single blow to the head. Impressive. The Doblin, the Basilisk, and this Ahriman, all slain with a hammer. There's a beast over yonder, unless I'm mistaken. No, you're mistaken. Oh, he's dead. A Chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fibre of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. Oh, what must you do that is so terrible? I must dance. Interesting. I cannot avert my eyes. And is the dance of House Mandeville passed down from father to son? Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it be a gross, nay unconscionable violation of my family's tradition, I must bequeath you to the Mandeville. We have learned the emote Mandeville dance. We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Mandeville. Now you must use that knowledge, go to the fallen Chimera and dance like only a Mandeville can. Someone else is singing it. He comes. Oh ho ho, you have naught to fear from me, naught at all. Only accounts I came to settle with the Chimera. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? Hey, we've got the same beard. Oh, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? More importantly, how in the hell did you learn the Mandeville? I did not teach you. And who? By the grace of Thal. What sorcery is it? He yet lives. Catching, dude. Hildebrand, Heliodor, Maximilian Mandeville. Oof. Oh, straight on the top of his head. It's neck breaking. "10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion their beloved son was dead?" "Son? You are Hildy's father?" "Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand." This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. Don't worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. Hold your applause till the end. I got guide my hammer. Look how it sparkles in the twilight. How it radiates elegance. Do you not agree as a work of art? You've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I've taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. Hope you're paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I'm an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away such childish dreams. No matter, you'll understand in due time. No, I will not. I'm an inspector, Father. It can be naught else. Mr. Gobbett, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. We cannot say for certain, can we? Mayhaps she will take a liking to this re-imaging. Spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? So happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. And Kido as well, I should think. I see you two possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be travelling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. Vesper Bay. Use the letters. We do some more travel. I hope she likes it. Now that I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? Don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Drilder, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did. One did, yeah, I guess. But gaudy trash? Lord Mandeville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know it's nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady, it does indeed, especially that exquisite vase over yonder, although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? I don't like it. I love it. I would go as far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandevilles do so take pride in our work, and ever strive for professional perfection. But why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the jeweler's threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Hey, Severo, how you doing, man? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Mandeville, the man who took Yolande Quiverson's seat on the Syndicate. It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. In any case, I must redirect your energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Brian. Speak with Brian. Where is Brian? Is Brian outside? What's going on, Sev? Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Gerilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Oh, that doesn't sound very good, Severo. You reinstall Windows 11 again. Fine, our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. Commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojompa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium where they are being distributed amongst Lady Drilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk, along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault till the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. I'm a bit of throw up, man. I have to try to think when the last time I vomited was. Not since we moved here. Oops, I accidentally clicked. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am master of disguise. Good information regarding the duelist himself? A description? Never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? Thief said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Well, that'd be Gilgamesh. Haha, man so garishly dressed should be easily to find in a snowy Curthus. I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I could care less. Be seeing you. Towering beast of a man in red with a halberd. Pray, forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man. What a pleasure to see you again. Just received new information regarding the weapon thief. Victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in red. A ridiculous outfit. Ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Good reasons indeed. Enough to make a gentleman laugh. Three collectors. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is an observatorium. And our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Brian's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? Naturally, eh? Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. I don't think Inspector Brian said that we could discard. Alright, now we need to travel. I'm getting the gameplay loop down. Travel, talk, 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 talk. Travel, talk, 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 talk. Travel, talk, travel, talk. Travel, talk. Somewhere in there entirely, you could stop to kill something unnecessarily. And that will just lengthen the experience though. And then pray, return to Waking Sands. Got plans for the weekend, Severo? We're just chilling. Alright. Speak with sellsword agent at Observatorium. %80 talk? Nah, it's like 90% talk. And then out of the other 10, I think 5 is loading screen and travel. And fast travel, yeah. The other 3% is sort of looking where on the map where to go and maybe walking around, stopping to talk with chat. I think 2% of actual gameplay is generous. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you're one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But, sir, Bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, this land always so inhospitable. The biting winds, the endless snows. Mayhap keeping active will help me stay warm. Oh, and I should chance find the thieving duelist. I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Aha! Bye, Greg. Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Oh, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief. As are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. So, you look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're on demand over there. Okay. Sellsword Watchman. You see that just now? No? Don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me. There's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look. What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha. I see you, demon bird. You'll not escape me this time. Oh, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingering here overlong. We must digress post-haste. Speak with Hildebrand. There is naught out of the ordinary here either. No luck? We scout every elm of the area to no avail. Can only conclude that having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildebrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. Appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12, is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Oh, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavour to avoid fisticuffs, I'll be duly armed should worse come to worse. Now then, we'll begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. Freaking Greg, man. Survey the wilderness east of the observatorium. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? I feel the exact same way, Hildebrand. Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, which was welded a musket barrel. It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me. This spear I've travelled together the very heavens. Will not relinquish it again. The spear and I have bested many a men together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you're grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man who I'm certain never stole a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I've claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I have done naught wrong. Bah, you are all beyond reason. Yes, by plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. And they will do all the work. Wait, to travel to Hildebrand first. That's you, Miss Ellie. My good man is relieved to hear your footsteps. As you have doubtlessly deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. Must leave you to rest. The rest to you. Hey, Greg. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role was in this play was. Silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand, we were fated to duel, you and I. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. Gilgamesh, it is in beginning time. No one else there, so he just nods for himself. A stoic nod. Use the duty finder. Confront Gilgamesh in the battle on the big bridge. Alright, Dungeon Finder, what have you got? Alright, dude.
Go on, Engidu. It's Toad, your favorite. I admit it. Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me. Not? Ha! I lied! Everything! Why, I've been had! This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious. I, just remembered something.
Always one AFK. I tried to give you a treat, you didn't want one.
I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding that I will pound you silly! Ha-ha! Rocket punch! Rocket punch! I won't go down so easily.
I think you will. Are we?
Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
Trying to fly off on a chicken. Well, that was fun. Brian, I did the thing. Alone, yet still armed, In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We'll proceed with the delivery. We could Gerilda in Vesper Bay. Running out of Vesper Bay things. Ah, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? That's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. Oh, bless you, Pepper. There you are, Inspector. Brian, why did you not wait for me at the docks? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where is my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Oh, Inspector Brian goofed. Disguise yourself as the client, then let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. The man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? I believe this is addressed to me. Condescending Inspector Brian. He's off. Oof. 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. Many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well. I learn Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. Developing a twitch. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. At least Maria thinks it's funny. How dare you all laugh at a time like this? For allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen. Well, Brian let it be stolen. And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it is a little fun, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. It's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You are indeed a Mandeville man. Shorts. Like my face, O phantom of many faces. For it is the face of the... He couldn't even finish his sentence. Very good. Seeds of jealousy quicken within Inspector's soul. And true love bloom on this battlefield. Will this Mandeville man find his Mandeville wife? Case of indecency. It's the next one, I think. Need to head to Old Gridania. Hey, what's with the goggles those men are wearing? They look special. If asked nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Okay. Till next time, Ellie. I'm supposed to go to Old Gridania. There we go. Mr. Cat's Amphitheatre. Isumiyan. Where is Isumiyan? Okay. One night in Amdapur. It is well that you are here, Panz. Some burdens are too heavy to bear, even for those so favoured to abide. Know that you are chosen as much for your true heart as your skill. Speak to you in the name of the 3 seed seers. The eldest, Kani Senna, you'll already know as the guardian of our fair land. 2 siblings has she, and we've met one of them. The younger of this pair, Arun Senna, who hears the voice of the elementals with greatest clarity, and what he has heard lately is troubling indeed. These dark stirrings we have traced as the lost city of Ampidor in South Shroud, city once throve in the fullness of magic during the 5th astral era, but was sealed in the wake of its demise. Alas, the 12s would have been out of balance since the calamity, so riotous as aspect become the seal was severely weakened. When this happened, the forest surrounding the city began to wither and die. We would enjoin you to investigate the cause. Now, I must confess that this is a task for the Twin Adder, normally, but we do not live in normal times, Panz. Our company is spread thin, and you are stout with success. Will you not assist? It is well that you are sent, for the need is great. Go now to seed still Raya Osena at Camp Tranquil, and listen well to what she says of her brother's divination. Hear about that cursed pile of rocks they call the lost city of Amdapor. I assume. I am Raya Osena, sister to the elder seeds here. Yes, we've met. I helped you yesterday with your Moogle problem. Brother Isumi Yan hasn't told you much, has he? Discretion is the better part of his valor. Aside from Amdapor Keep, the city is all that remains of an advanced magical civilization from the 5th astral era. No records survive of how the city met its end, but the elementals tell us all was undone by what the Great One calls an unclean presence. I fear that what my brother senses is this very thing. Its satedness drained away after so many centuries, if it hungers for another city to slake its thirst on. I'll take it from here, sister. There you are, brother. Why must you dawdle so and leave the tedious explanations to me? Now convey all you've felt to this artful adventurer. My sister paints me as a bumbling rustic, but I assure you I'm nothing of the sort. I'm simply attuned to something greater, which brings us to that darkness stirring in Amdapor behind the barrier. Something has kindled there, and daily it grows. How distrait the elements are. Not seen the like of it. They show me what it feels like, awakening and nightmares. I fear this calls for more prosaic, sensing than that of my rare gift. Some disaster slouches towards us. Might you discover the source of these dark visions and nip it in the bud? You're our best hope, Panz. Surely you can find the will to journey to Amdapor. You shall find a wood whaler by the name of Alphine keeping vigil at the barrier. And don't worry about returning here to tell us of your findings. The elementals will doubtless keep us appraised. But enough talk. Good luck, Panz. Speak with dude. Maybe we just fly instead of fast travel. Just there. The seed seers have sent word of your coming. You are bold indeed to willingly glimpse into the darkness. The lost city festers more and more by the day. They say your lance to boil, eh? Beyond this gate lies a land out of balance, its earth aspects sapped by calamity. You'd best be prepared before proceeding farther. Rot and wrong, that's what you'll see. Creatures run mad, tormented by hooked burrs that clutch and burrow. Well, good luck with that. No doubt you'll prevail, being favoured of seed seers and all. Fight well. Lost City of Amdapor is now available. Which I think I'll take, but Let's move away at these revenants. That's what a tank queue should look like. Treasure. Sweet. Yes, we do. Music in the dungeon's top notch. Those are big boys. Pull to wall. Oh, wall's not very far. Might not be pulling to wall in the... Look out of the stuff. Look out of the stuff, dude. There we go. Ba-ba. Clear the Tower of White. Burning all my cooldowns all the time. Even if I'm a little undergeared. I feel like it. I don't know why it's... I can't thread off that guy. I'm not saying anything though. No one's getting any damage. The mechanic of the fight. Oh, I already possessed them, that's why. I'm sitting here just clicking greed. Defeat Diabolus. Oh man. Nice. Kill the orb? Whoa, what's that? Yeah, the orb seems to be doing some damage, but stay away from that. Can I pull him? Yeah. Get him. That one was close. And the healers, they put in a good effort. Why not? There is an actual mechanic to the fight, but no one did it. It definitely felt like there was a mechanic there, something to do with the orbs that the dude dropped. And they had a health bar, so whether you're supposed to kill them off... Oh, those doors on the edge. Okay. What do they do? The beginning of the fight, the doors have an icon over them. When he does his long cast, you have to open 2 doors with the same symbol, then walk through it. Ah, okay. Does that interrupt him? That seems like a cool mechanic.